Joe Biden is officially in.
Big-hearted Joe.
Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. Oh, God love you. What am I talking about?
So Biden is in. Handsy Joe is saying, I am officially going to make a presidential bid.
Big-hearted Joe, Rick, we like to call him. I think the last time that his givings were looked at, he cracked the scale almost to 1% in his charitable giving.
Well, Bubba, that's kind of the Democratic way. They talk a lot about how we should care for people and the downtrodden and the forgotten and the marginalized. But then you go look at their tax return, and they don't exactly turn loose of that cash, do they? They're not big givers.
Did you see?
He does like to give the love.
Oh, great!
Did you see too? And this is off the topic, but Crazy Bernie the other night when he had his Fox thing, I saw the clip finally.
Oh my gosh!
Where one of the anchors asked him, said, "Look, you want higher taxes for everybody. You don't pay that rate now.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pay extra? Why are you not paying the rate that you think everybody ought to be paying now?"
Did somebody really ask him?
Yeah,
that?
and he turned and said, "Won't you pay it?"
Yeah, you make
That
more
was
than I
his
do.
answer.
He said, you make more than I do.
What?
What does that even mean? What?
That's called an attempt at a pivot.
Yeah.
It was
Childish
called,
is what it's called.
being an idiot. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
And really, again, doing what you really believe, not what you say you believe. But back to Big-hearted Joe here. This
And we have his announcement.
he's put a video out this morning.
It's a 3.5 minute video, and we have gone in about 2.5 minutes into it. And is that me?
Well, he likes Greta Van Fleet, evidently. That's his theme music.
I didn't know that was going on in the background.
Well, I kept nothing I was going. I kept thinking it was Michael, so I kept the music, and I was like,
Okay.
Rick, I may vote for him.
I would like to hear Joe Biden say this.
Yeah,
Greta
that would be
Van Fleet.
funny.
what
That
if
would
he'd
be
got him?
funny.
He said, "There's a lady comes from all around."
Here's some highlights from that.
That's why today I'm announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Folks, America's an idea that's stronger than any army, bigger than any ocean, more powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It gives hope to the most desperate people on earth. It guarantees that everyone is treated with dignity and gives hate no safe harbor. It instills in every person in this country the belief that no matter where you start in life, there's nothing you can't achieve if you work at it.
And the
That's
government
what we
doesn't
believe.
take all your money.
And above all else, that's what's at stake in this election. We can't forget what happened in Charlottesville. Even more important, we have to remember who we are. This is America.
America is an idea. That's we got.
Did you notice how he dropped Charlottesville in there?
Yeah.
Did you notice
yeah.
that?
And
You know what that is, Bubba, don't you? That's one of those dog whistles.
Yeah.
Now, Rick,
It's a
I will say
dog
this.
whistle.
There's a lot of dog whistling prior to
to
the
it.
piece
Yeah.
we
Correct.
played.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
it's, like Speedy said, it's 3.5 minutes. The first minute is probably 30 seconds of that is throwing shots at Trump.
Sure.
So that is in there.
Well, that's the only thing you got to do is to see if you. And this is this.
Well,
I
you
thought
better check and see if that speech has been used before by somebody else.
That's right.
He'll
He's
lift the
known.
speech now. Word for word.
All right, now them picking this as his theme song for the campaign seems off.
I give you a ring, but each time we talk, I get the same old thing. Always no hugging, no kissing, until I get a wedding ring.
Come on.
Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up. Chuck, let him see
She
you.
said, don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
I thought that.
You're making everybody else stand up, though,
I
pal.
will say this,
I'm a little
and
handsy.
I'm selfish in this. Okay, I admit that going forward. This could set up to be the greatest election season we, as entertainers, situational entertainers,
No better time
have
to be doing what we do.
have ever had at our disposal. Don't forget, I mean, you got Biden, who will be the front runner, but he's got a long record of gaffes and misspeaks and all that. Remember, he wanted to take Trump out behind the barn and whoop him. Remember?
That's right,
yeah.
he
We
did.
could see our first physical altercation between candidates since we've had who was the one that got shot in the duel? Was that Van Burr or one of the vice presidents?
Raymond Burr.
It was Aaron Burr.
Raymond Burr.
Was it Aaron?
Side.
Somebody shot. No wonder you said
We may see a Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I would tune into a debate if after it they went to blows. I'd be all for that.
Knuckle up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're moving to the segment where they actually fight.
Yeah.
It
By the way, I have
also
a question to ask you on there today, and you got to make a ruling on something in the genre.
it also sets up an interesting scenario because on the Republican side, you have those that like Trump, and you have some who are never Trumps.
Yeah.
And there's some in the middle, and you have different degrees. Now, on the Democratic side, this is going to cause a big split because he will be the front runner going in. He will be able to raise more money because of all of his ties and time, but he is not the candidate that a notorious AOC or a crazy Bernie or all of that bunch will be happy with. So you may see one of the more diverse political splits in the Democratic Party than you've seen in many, many years.
Absolutely.
It's been coming, and you saw that with the rise of some of these new Congress people that went in. But it's going to be, I mean, this is going to be, I know a lot of us miss Barnum and Bailey, but this will replace it.
Oh, it will. We thought the last one was good.
Yeah, no, you're
With all
right.
You
the
haven't
Republican
seen
guys.
anything yet.
And for us in our line of work, as you said, Bubba, and you were 100% right. We ought to be celebrating.
I am
I mean,
so thankful.
This is going to be so easy for us. And then if we, like you say, if we ever get down to, I don't think we will because I kind of tend to agree with Limbaugh. I don't know that Biden can get the nomination because he's not going to be able to do what Hillary did because they've been busted doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So now Bernie's going to get his straight up shot.
But I don't think Bernie can get it either. I think the far left wacko bunch is the media makes them look like they have bigger numbers than they really do, and I don't think they can. I don't think they can dictate terms either. So what are you going to do?
Well-
You're going to have a split deal.
Well, we can't go back. You're right. I mean, the Democratic Party, the way they've set it up, they really can say we want Biden over you, so we're just going to make that happen. I mean, they can't do that.
Oh yeah,
And they've set
but
it up.
they did away with the super delegates, right? Or limited.
That's what I was
going
going to ask you. Did they? I don't know. But anyway, the classic of what's ahead, like you said, and I didn't see it. I'm so glad y'all told me. So Bernie Sanders, the great socialist, who thinks everybody should pay more taxes, when asked why he didn't pay more, all he said is, "Why didn't you?"
Yeah, he said, you make more money than I do.
By the
Rick,
way-
it was a na on you type. I mean, I thought I was watching a kid on the playground.
But
You talking about
yeah, because he
ridiculous.
didn't know what to say.
But you guys have said it. I've seen discussions about all sorts of things. When somebody thinks that they're trying to be sharp, and you show them that there is a pitfall in their logic, to make that logic true, you have to get through the pitfall, not just pivot to something like
What-
that.
what
Meaning,
he should
I'm not
have
going
done-
to answer this. I'm just going, but.
That's what he
You know, he would have still been wrong, but what he should have done is said, you know what, you're right. He should have got his checkbook out and wrote it to the IRS right on the stage and said, I'm putting it in the mail tomorrow. Here's you $10 more million or whatever.
You know what he should
owes.
have said right after it, and that's what leadership looks like, folks. Vote for me.
That's right. He would have still been crazy, but at least he would have backed it up.